How do you prepare for your C&P exam for plantar fasciitis? The first thing I would do is study the DBQ, the Disability Benefits Questionnaire for foot conditions. This is going to be filled out on you by the C&P examiner, and this is kind of like getting the answers to the test before the test. It's good to know what kind of boxes are on the test, and he's going to be checking some of them. It would be nice to know what kind of boxes you need checked to get the rating that you deserve. Your C&P exam is an orthopedic exam, so most likely they're going to watch you walk around or hobble around. That's what happened in my last C&P exam for my plantar fasciitis claim. He didn't really put his hands on my feet too much. He didn't make me bend. But it was a hands-on versus a talk-only kind of a C&P exam. So be prepared to go hobble around the room. If you limp, you limp. If you wear a knee brace, bring your knee brace. Don't exaggerate. And, just go in there and talk to him about what your feet are like on your worst day. If you, had a breakout of plantar fasciitis and then you went to the podiatrist and you're, 4 weeks into your taping and your foot's feeling better, you don't want to talk about how your foot's feeling better now. You want to talk about what it was like at the worst point when you couldn't even walk on it at all. You couldn't even reach down and tie your shoes. You couldn't even put shoes on because it hurt so bad. I actually wore flip-flops for a while and I really didn't move around too much. So that's what you want to talk about in your C&P exam, and it's probably going to go pretty quickly. So when you go in there, be cordial, but just talk about your plantar fasciitis. He doesn't need to know about anything else, and you need to keep him focused on the DBQ that he's going to literally be sitting there filling out on you, and you need to be kind of, knowing what he's going to be asking so you can answer the questions the right way. You might have other things going on like metatarsalgia. I have that for broken bones. I also have a calcaneal bone spur. You got to remember, plantar fasciitis is something that's very common in ex-military, right? We didn't have very good foot protection, and they beat the hell out of our feet. So it's common to have other conditions in your foot, and you want to be prepared to talk about how they affect your social and your work life, how limiting it is. You can't run anymore. You can't do the things that you like to do when you were in your 20s or 30s. You can't play with your kids because you're limited about how much you can move due to the foot pain that you're in. You want to talk about pain. You want to talk about the severity of it, the frequency, and the duration. How long? You might even keep a log, kind of like Migraine Buddy log. You could keep one of those for your foot pain. So if he asks you like how often, you want to put that down on your personal statement, your 21-4138. But it wouldn't be a bad idea to bring a plantar fasciitis log into your C&P exam. So when he's like, hey, when was your last bad day? Well, doc, other than today, here it is for the last 6 months or 5 years. It's a good idea to get as much medical evidence as you can through the VA. They seem to be a little bit better about orthopedic conditions than they are, say, mental health conditions. But either way, you need to get it, and it needs to be in the VA medical records prior to you filing your claim and prior to your C&P exam so the guy can see it. Bilateral plantar fasciitis. This is when you have it in one foot and then it jumps over and it gets in your other foot. Your right foot is overcompensating for your left foot and it's causing you to walk weird. And when you're limping on your left foot, your right foot's picking up all the slack. So when it jumps over to your other foot, you want to make sure you have plenty of medical evidence in there. And a nexus. Plantar fasciitis, secondary conditions. So there's a lot of things that can cause plantar fasciitis. Back issues, hip issues, knee issues, other leg issues. It's all connected, and your feet bear all that weight. So if you're service connected for your back, for your hips, for your leg. Like I said, one foot can cause other things on the other side of your body and the other foot. So a good secondary for plantar fasciitis would be, you're service connected for your knee. You develop plantar fasciitis, you file a claim for plantar fasciitis secondary to your service connected knee. If you already have plantar fasciitis in your left foot, you file a claim for your right foot secondary to your service connected left foot. So it's all about how you frame it up, but you want to make sure you have the medical evidence in there to back it up. And in my case, the podiatrist, he created the nexus for me and said that my right foot was caused by my left foot. So you may need to get a nexus letter. You need to have a nexus link for sure. And the nexus link is a doctor's opinion about why this condition over here was caused or aggravated by this condition over here. That's what the nexus is. So you need to have the diagnosis, the symptoms, and the nexus. Let me jump in here real quick and tell you about my boot camp. If you want to learn more about the VA claims process, check out my boot camp. You can talk to me live. There's a link on the website and in the description, combatcraig.com. And also, if you need medical evidence like a nexus or documenting your symptoms properly, go to our website, combatcraig.com, and it says medteam/nexus letters. Click on that link, fill out the form, boom, you're done.